Krol Ko, a Buddhist temple at Angkor Archaeological Park in Kingdom of Cambodia, constructed in the late 12th century or early 13th century under the reign of the great Khmer king Jayavarman VII in his Bayon architectural style. Located to the north of the famous Neak Poan Island temple of Jayatataka Baray, approximately 100 meters from the road. The name Krol Ko is a modern term which means the shed of the Oxen and likely has no connection to its historical use. While speculating, it may have served as a chapel at the hospital site, as its layout is identical to the four hospital chapels found outside Angkor Thom. The chapel of the hospital to the east, Tapromakal to the south, Tunle Sngut to the north, and another site now in ruins to the west. Placement of a hospital close to Neak Poan would have made sense, as Neak Poan was built as a representation of the waters of the mystical lake Anavatata, which were thought to have the attainment of salvation among those deceased. The ruined temple features remains of an outer laterite wall that opens to the east, leading to a cruciform terrace meeting a gubra and another outer wall enclosure. This monument is surrounded by a three-fourths moat with steps leading down to the water. Due to the wars with the neighboring countries, and the Angkor city was moved to a new region, so Krol Ko was abandoned alongside the other temples in the area at some point in the 16th century. In the 19th century, Krol Ko was rediscovered by French explorers. Entering from the east through the outer wall to the east gubra at your left, on the ground under a tree, are the remains of battlement with carvings of Buddha in the niches. The carving believed to be the Buddha of healing and medicine in Mahayana Buddhism called Khecha Guru, meaning medicine master. Commonly referred to as the medicine Buddha, he is described as a doctor who cures suffering using the medicine of his teachings. Further along, on the ground again, is a pediment of Lokesvara facing west. Lokesvara, a Buddhist sattva who, in Khmer Buddhist belief, was entrusted with healing powers. He is commonly associated with hospitals. And opposite, this is another one with Krishna lifting Mount Govardhana with his little finger to shelter the shepherds and villagers who were punished with terrible rains and thunderstorms by Indra, the king of heaven. Along the laterite paved causeway to the main sanctuary on your right, this is another pediment with a carving of standing Lokesvara flanked by devotees facing south. Feature Lokesvara all on the ground is found in 7 of the temple pediments at Krol Ko. Inside the second enclosure, measuring 35 by 25 meters, are the remains of a single library building on the left of the interior courtyard. The library, built of laterite and sandstone, opening to the west as usual, and a notably decorated false door at the east, and 4 blind windows, 2 to the north and the others to the south. The sandstone base of it was finely carved in the Bayon style. On your right, there is nothing but the ruins of the temple orderly rearranged on the ground. In front of you, this is the central sanctuary, joins the entrance gubara, where its own laterite cruciform terrace, built of sandstone decorated with the female Devada, Buddha, and hermit bas reliefs. Interesting round doors enclosing figurines similar to those seen at the temples of Prekan, Taprom, and other late 12th century temples. The sanctuary, with a vestibule opening to the east and 3 remarkably blind doors in the projecting parts on the other 3 sides. The roof is lacking, but this makes it possible to visualize how the cobble vault was constructed. An interesting feature of Krol Ko is that while it was built as a Buddhist temple, it contains reliefs depicting a scene from the Hindu Puranas, which are medieval Hindu scriptures more contemporary than the classical Rigveda. This indicates a lack of rivalry between the Buddhist and Hindu populations residing within Angkor. Notably, at this ruined site, you can find a number of niches that retain Buddha features who were generally disfigured in later eras during supposed religious change, probably in the reign of King Jayavarman VII. In summary, the shed of the Oxen temple stands as a fascinating blend of Buddhist and Hindu influences, showcasing the rich cultural and religious history of the Angkor region.